Welcome, welcome to Intuitive Eternal Lights. My name is Raven, and I'm here to do a 10 card Celtic card spread for the sign of Scorpio. Let's begin. So I'm going to go ahead and these cards are stiff. We're going to try to shuffle the deck here. Let's see what we get. All right, let's get started. So the first card represents you, the Courant. The second card represents what crosses you or what covers you. The third card crowns you, what is above you, what's your influences. The fourth card is the Root card, what is beneath you, Scorpio. The fifth card is your past, and your sixth card is the future. All right, so let's continue, Scorpio. So the next card is your seventh card, which represents your attitude, Scorpio. Scorpio attitude. All right, let's set that there for right now. Okay, let's continue. So your eighth card represents your environment. Your environment, Scorpio. Right. And your next card represents your hopes and fears. Oh, that was not a good shuffle, so let's do that again. One more for your hopes and fears. All right. And last and not least, your last card, your 10th card, which represents your outcome. What represents your outcome? Let's begin, Scorpio. So Scorpio, let's get started. So your first card is the Two of Pentacles. Now the Two of Pentacles, when it appears in your tarot reading, it's safe to say that you've been juggling lots of priorities. For example, you might be working with a parent or running a business in an office, or someone who has multiple jobs and multiple responsibilities. And great job, excellent job at balancing these different priorities. But this too reminds you that the line between coping with these demands and losing control is thin. You need to manage your time just a little bit better and your resources carefully so you don't lose the balance that you have going right now, because you have synchronicity with the 8 here. So you're doing a great job, Scorpio. I know that you're an extremely hard worker. I've had many Scorpio friends, and they're extremely talented, hardworking. You've been extremely busy too, and you're rushing from one thing to the next with very little downtime in between. So, you may tell yourself that you haven't got enough time or you're in a rush. However, remember that you don't have to be busy to get things done. Sometimes taking a break is the most productive thing that you can do, with the Two of Pentacles. So, take a small break at Scorpio. Relax. Put everything down just for a little bit of time and breathe in some fresh air and put yourself first right now. All right. So the second card, Scorpio, is what crosses you. Now this card, in combination with the Two of Pentacles, again, it's saying that you're doing too much. You're taking too much responsibility. The Seven of Cups, which is the card that crosses you, and it's your obstacles, is saying that you have multiple possibilities open to you. It's an indication that you have so many choices, so many things going on at once that you may be overwhelmed or unable to focus properly. Scorpio, you need to limit that amount of things you are taking on to a manageable amount right now. There's no point to agreeing to do things if you can't give them the time and attention that they deserve. And it's asking you to be realistic about what you can commit to. The Seven of Cups can also signify that you may be indulging in wishful thinking, fantasies, or living in a dream world. When this minor arcana card appears, it indicates that you need to make a decision in your life and realistically look at where you are. Take a proactive steps to make your situation better rather than fantasizing about how you want it to be. So that's what's crossing you, Scorpio, right now. It's a lot to think about. So let's set that there. So Scorpio, we're going to move on to what crowns you. And that card is the Two of Cups. Now, the Two of Cups could be a Cancer, a Scorpio like yourself, or a Pisces. It's unified love, a partnership, mutual attraction, a proposal, marriage, a strong connection. The Two of Cups refers to something quite positive, for it's one of the most auspicious cards in the tarot decks for relationships. Whether it's going to be a romantic or a business or something otherwise, it suggests a new partnership is in the works. And it will create with balance, respect, and honor. Now, if you're single, this could be love at first sight. It's an attraction, like matter and antimatter, day and night, yin and yang. Some things are primed to complement one another, and this could be one of those times. So let the universe shine with examples of charged opposites that are drawn into one another's gravitational pull. So there's a strong attraction that is very, very good for you, that is crowning you, Scorpio. So we're going to move on to your fourth card, which is your root card, which is what is beneath you, and it happens to be the King of Cups, which the King of Cups represents mastery over your emotions, your creativity, your unconsciousness. You have gained control over your feelings and can accept them without allowing them to get the better of you. So even when life throws you that curveball, Scorpio, you can draw on your emotional maturity and how stable you are to help you navigate these challenging times and these challenging emotions here. Now, if this king isn't you and this is beneath you, this could be a fatherly figure that they can be a huge support for you. He embodies perfect balance, and not only is he able to assess and manage a situation logically, but he can also draw upon his intuition and understanding of human interactions. He is a leader. So, as a leader, he cares as much about achieving your goals and your objectives as much as you do. And he likes to make everyone happy. So that is beneath you. Now, Scorpio, we're going to move to your sixth card, which is your future. Now, this card is the Four of Pentacles, and it's all about saving money, wealth, security. Sometimes it could indicate that you're feeling a little bit of scarcity and frugality. So you've managed to accumulate a significant amount of material wealth, Scorpio, but you've worked very, very hard, and that's easy to see because, as the quadrant here and the Two of Pentacles was signifying that you've had multiple positions and you've been working very, very, very hard. But so you got to the point where you are now from all that hard work. So, but be sure not to become overly greedy and start hoarding your fortune. Because without risk, there is no reward. So don't be afraid to jump into uncharted territory and try new ventures, invest in a business, or seek new opportunities, or even take a vacation, a small vacation. You probably deserve that, Scorpio. All right. So now, Scorpio, we're going to go to the second part of the reading, which is the staff reading. And this is your seventh card, which is talking about your attitude. And you received the Lady of the Mirror. Let me set that back a little bit so you can see that card better. Now, the Lady of the Mirror is both ally and a challenger. And it's asking you to see yourself in the mirror made by the events in your life. She represents the powerful force of the law of attraction and reminds you that what you are is what you attract. This isn't to say that you need to blame yourself for inviting transgressions or if you find yourself a victim. Now, this card also speaks about your attitude in your relationships, your opportunities, your desires, your failures, and your successes. It wants you to observe how you've responded to life's challenges, big and small, and to be aware of what is familiar in the present and release all judgment and accept things exactly as they are with love. Now, another important point with this card is that the Lady of the Mirror asks you to honor every part of your story because it's essential to your highest unfolding. Can you see yourself as being exactly where you need to be on your path? Do you love what you see in the mirror? Can you perceive your part in your reactions and the motives behind your current inquiry? You will find your answer in a thorough and honest self-appraisal. And it wants you to also speak positively of yourself and others. Release the judgment. Reflect, Scorpio. Reflect. Now, Scorpio, we're going to move along to your 8th card, which represents your environment. So this card saying, with the trust of a child, fun romance, and making art, do it dramatically. This is in the 5th house, which is the sign of Leo. It also is speaking about the power of love, investments, gambles, games, your creation. Now, also with this card is asking you to take a chance and bring your own ideas of what should exist in your world into being. This card is also letting me know that with your children that you brought into the world, it's saying let go a little bit. Let them have their own life, because that's what you did. You've prepared them for a life of their own. So it's better just to let them live it their own way. So that's what I have for this card. I hope it resonated with you. So Scorpio, your next card is your 9th card, and it represents your hopes and fears. And let's see what it says. It says, I want to tell you how I feel. Ooh. This could be relating to someone that you're interested in, a new love. Perhaps I keep getting a past love that's been around for a while, and you just realized how you're feeling about them. Now, if you do want to tell someone how you feel, pick a good time. Don't pressure them to say anything back. Don't make it really dramatic. Tell them in private. I think that's the most important thing, is to talk in private. And yeah, so that's your hopes and fears. I want to tell you how I feel. Wow, Scorpio. Interesting. Now, Scorpio, we're going to move to your last card, which is your outcome. In Scorpio, it's asking you, from whom can I release my judgment right now? So for your outcome, it's asking you to look at the person you are judging as if you are looking at a small child. See them learning and growing, falling down and making mistakes. See their desire to be loved and accepted, just like everybody. And even more grace will open your heart to this truth. So when we judge others, we close our heart to the truth, and it separates us from love. It really does. So it binds us to our fear and holds us in shame, and we have to let go of that. So who are we placing judgment on right now, Scorpio? Is it someone in your life? Is it yourself? Release those shackles. Drop those expectations and be grateful for what is, Scorpio. What a beautiful card, Scorpio. Now, I want to thank you, Scorpio, for your time. I really appreciate it. And I hope that this reading resonated with you. And if it did, please hit the like button and subscribe. All right, Scorpio, have a wonderful week. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.